This is Joseph with Shade Pro, and today we're taking care of Debbie, doing the window awning for a big window here, and get her some shade. As you can see, this is a window awning.
Ooh.
It's not done yet. We're gonna put a hook here so we can hook the pull strap to it, and I'll cool down her window.
That is so nice. It's gonna keep it so cool in there.
We're here in Quartzsite. We service Western Arizona and Southern California.
Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here.
You can find us at shadepro.net.
Woohoo! And good prices too. Yes. Hey everybody, it's Deb with Deb's RV Services and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a little bit different. This is going to show you how Shade Pro and Quartzsite installed my awnings. I finally upgraded my Lazy Daze to have awnings. If you weren't aware, from the time I purchased my Lazy Daze, I've not had a working awning. One of the problems that I have during my travels is that the sun shines in and it heats this place up so much that I have to use Reflectix in my windows. And I have often thought if I only had some awnings. So I really would have chose to have two awnings on one side, like window awnings, but I only had the space for one. So I had Shade Pro and Quartzsite come out and they quoted me. I chose manual awnings instead of electric. It's a little bit less expensive and I was fine with manual. So they installed one on the driver's side window and then a main awning on my door side. If you are interested in getting a new awning for your RV, I will link the name of the company and Joseph, you want to call him, with Shade Pro, and he services Quartzsite in the Parker area in Arizona. So they have really great prices. I'm so happy that I chose them. And here is the video. Enjoy watching it and comment below if you have any questions. And I'll see you in the next one.
Make sure it's straight, so it's not. Bam, 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 bam. That's perfect right there. That's where it's going. Make sure everybody seals their holes.
Yep, seal the holes. That's right.
And you can see the silicone right there.
Good.
All right,
Perfect.
for Debbie, we did the extra. We put an extra hook here. That way, because she wanted the XL window awning.
Let's go ahead and bring it down.
And let's bring it down. This is the full size of it. Make sure you guys give this a twist. So don't just do it straight like this. You want to make sure you give it a little twist, because why? Well, when the wind's blowing, this thing will vibrate and it'll wear it out and drive you nuts inside. It makes an awful noise. So that's why it's important to do this twist.
Oh, that's a great tip.
And for Debbie, we also put another hook here. That way, if she wants more view, she can just go right here.
I like that. I like that a lot. Let's leave it like that.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's going to hit right there, so you don't want that. There we go.
Cool.
All right, watch out.
You can just throw it.
Just bring it out, brother.
So the fabric was still in decent shape.
And fabric matched.
Yep.
That's that feather finger. The feather. I have the feather of the feather. Aguilar. All right.
All right.
Remember, guys, if you're taking off a box awning, make sure you have help.
Absolutely. That's why I don't do awnings. I don't help people. I don't do them.
Big muscles. Call your friend with the big muscles.
Right,
Look
big
at this
muscles.
guy over here.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I just don't want to hit the other trailer. That's the only thing.
Yeah, let's get the fabric off, brother, just to be safe. Okay. You're not going to want to keep this in one piece, right?
No, you can just dismantle it. I don't care.
I'm just going to do that just to be safe.
Yep. You got to do what you got to do to be safe.
Yes. Safety first.
Yep.
Hey, man. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to cut those arms so you'll have all the weight off.
Okay. That's a great idea.
It's off. No, it's not. Alright, let it go down. Just leave it as is. Next to the arm, there should be a Phillips screw somewhere. You see nothing?
I see it.
You?
Yeah,
Can
it's
you reach
hiding.
it?
I think so.
It's hiding from us, huh?
Yeah.
Make sure to find the hidden screws, guys.
Yep, always find the hidden screws.
Put that on my bum too.
Okay, should go up now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo. Any screw that comes out of the coach, or if you're gonna put a new screw, make sure you seal it. You don't want any leaks in your coach.
100%.
And Debbie knows all about that.
Oh yeah, I would find it.
Yeah.
So you took off the bracket and now you're just replacing the screws.
Right.
And
Just
sealing
put
it
the
up.
screws back in so there's no leaks.
Yep.
We could have swapped them out for rivets, but that's if you ever want to remove them or anything, that's going to be harder. Have to drill them out.
Yeah.
So we're just going to put the screws back in.
Okay. The whole thing.
So in this situation, we're going to put a manual awning up there, just a regular one with the bars that go across, the side. So what we're going to do to cover all these holes, the top ones, we're going to put the track where the awning fabric slides in right up here and cover all those top holes.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, we covered some of the holes here.
Yep.
And right now, I like to put just 3 screws for the rail so I know it's straight. And if I get down, I'm happy with it, then I back down the screws a little bit and seal the whole rail and then put the rest of the legs in.
Perfect. And then that bottom layer, we'll just see a little bit of that bottom track even with the awning up, but that's the way I chose to do it because I wanted a manual one.
Correct. And also, once we put the roller tube and the cover in there, it's going to cover most of it.
Okay.
So we'll be
Yeah,
fine.
I'm fine with it.
Cool.
Okay.
So when you're putting this rail on, you want to make sure it's straight, and you don't want to follow them one. You want to skip them around so the track doesn't fall down or chase up.
Okay.
So you do one by one, just next to each other, bam, bam, bam. What the awning rail does is starts getting a little movement down, and then you have a crooked awning.
Alrighty.
You want me to go right there? Okay, I got you.
And then he falls off the ladder on the ground.
Right on his buns.
Yeah, and he almost fell
Buns of
3
steel,
times.
though.
I'm like, what is going on here?
Fine.
You okay tomorrow?
He's like,
Yeah.
I could fall anywhere. I'm
It's
tough.
gonna hurt tomorrow for sure.
Yes.
Okay, hold it.
I got
I'll
it.
hold it right there.
Alrighty.
And we'll get this.
Perfecto, senor. All right, keep it away from the coach and bring it down, please.
Yep, I see your meat prints all over it.
Somebody said meat hooks.
I mean, meat hooks. Your meat hooks are all over it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Okay, ready? Yes.
Pretty.
Right there. Perfect.
Very pretty.
It's beautiful,
Woo!
huh?
Yes.
Wonderful, incredible, marvelous, lavish. All right, perfect. Perfection. All right. Yeah. All right.
Beautiful.
Always hand thread it first because you can easily cross thread this nut right here on the back. So you always want to make sure you hand thread it first a little bit,
Okay.
and then you go ahead and with your Phillips 3, don't use a number 2 because you will snap it, or yes, it won't be
Okay.
on right. You want to use the right tool.
You got
Once
mine.
you're in there, you're safe.
Very good.
Make sure you put this lock here. It's a very cool feature. I'll show you guys later.
Okay.
So you can put anywhere from 15 to 18 turns depending on the size of the awning. If it's a 16 footer, I usually go 16 turns.
Okay.
You can put 18, but do whatever you
Okay. At least 16.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what I'm doing here is I'm keeping my face away in case the vice grips go off. You know, it doesn't get in my face. There's other ways to do it also. You can do it like this. This also. Good. 14, 15, 16. All right, brother, thank you. Yeah. I'm going to do one more because it feels pretty loose.
Okay.
Have a good one. Okay.
You too. Bye-bye.
Maybe we'll see you again.
Okay, you never know.
And if you don't have a lot of experience with springs, you might want to have somebody help you to get the screw ready. Safe.
Or just hire you.
Or just
Honestly, just hire you.
Yes, or just hire me. Exactly. Okay, so now. Set. So now we want to make sure we square it on the tube. Remember, you got to take in consideration that you're going to stretch a little bit, so you kind of want to leave more to one's way, a little bit, like probably a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, and then make sure you stretch it to this where you need it.
Okay.
So you always want to put a set screw. See this pocket right here? We make it bigger so it fits all kinds of different sizes of tubes. So you want to make sure you put your set screw right here, because that's where the webbing is. So we reinforced all our edges with the webbing so it's strong. So you have to go right there.
Perfect.
That'll make it. What this does, it avoids it from shifting around and having issues closing and opening it.
Yeah.
And it's a common issue on all the awnings if I come from factory, or they either put the set screw over here where it's not holding the fabric tight, and that causes a lot of issues.
Okay.
So always make sure to put your set screws. Also remember, there's some electric awnings that have motors inside of there, so you might need to use a smaller screw. You don't want to go through the motor.
Okay.
So that's an important thing to do. Make sure you put the set screw in right there. And once I already know kind of where it goes, so I kind of leave it there, where I know it's gonna close correctly.
All right. Look at
Downtown
that.
Julie Brown.
Cool. Aroni.
Test it out. There's another screw stop bolts that we got to put here, but you always want to test it out completely before doing that.
Okay.
So
So in this opens it up when you press it down like that so that you can bring it up. Okay.
all right. Moment of truth. Wait up. Hey, man. Perfect.
Good.
Okay, so that's where it's going. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. Let's make sure it's the same on the other side.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Today we're going to show you how to open a Carefree Fiesta awning. First thing you want to do is unlock these. Boom. Travel locks. Undo a little bit this knob. You don't want to get too crazy because then you do it too much and it falls apart. So you just want to barely unsnug it like that.
Okay.
Do the same thing over here on this side. Undo the travel lock. And you got to lift this little lever up. Want to show? So this little lever goes up and then the back drops like that.
Okay.
Same thing with this knob down here. Just a little bit, not too much. Then we unlock it. So
Okay.
Up is unlocked. Now it's ready to come out.
Okay.
Next procedure, we'll grab our pull cane. Grab the pull strap right here. Make sure you don't drink a lot of beers before doing this. That's how you'll never catch that. Once it's fully extended, what you want to do is bring these rafters up. So, and you can see this clip's going to go right there.
Okay.
You want to make sure you pull down and tighten the knob. That way this is nice and tight.
Tighten the knob. Okay.
Yes. And same thing on the other side. Rafter up, pull down, kind of even it out, because if you go too much on this side, and then it loses that side, but make sure both the same as tight.
Okay.
After this, you want to go in here. I like to put the rafters both up first, and then you can continue to do this.
Ah. Wow.
All right.
Wow, it's nice. It's covered for the whole spot.
You don't want to hit the neighbor's awning,
Yep,
so be
so
careful with that. But you
can
do
only
want
go-
to raise it up so you have clearance on your door.
Yes.
So that's perfect right there. Also, there's a couple other features that I like about this awning.
Okay.
If you're tired of bumping the bar, boom, 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 what you can do is raise this arm up and bring it out. And then there's holes there so you can stake it wherever you are.
Wow.
And now you have like a complete area to walk.
Oh,
through,
that's nice.
So that is a cool feature.
That's very nice.
So that is how you open it. Now we're going to teach you how to close it.
Okay.
There's 4 things you got to remember. 4 things you got to put down before closing the awning. And one is this one. That's one.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Undo the knob just a little bit, not too much.
Okay.
That's 3. All the way down. You don't want to leave stuff like right there or right here. You want to make sure it goes all the way down before you bring it up.
Okay.
Then, last of all the way down. So
Okay.
4 things down. Once you do that, you're good to go. You can bring the awning in. Here's another tip I like to give my customers. Don't do this. And let it go right here, because then when you want to open it, it'll come out crooked. That arm will catch, this one won't. So what you want to do here, if you're solo, you want to make sure that pull cane is somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to take off a little bit of pressure off, engage the lock. Now it's ready to go up. You want to hold the tube and hold the pull strap, walk it to the middle, walk it to the middle. And now you're ready to go up. Make sure you do a squat, grab your pull cane. Once you get to about right there, don't be afraid to raise it again.
Okay.
That's always good. Once you're like about 10 inches in. Here's another cool feature about the Fiesta. What this lock does, you close it, and it prevents from the awning unlocking when you're traveling down the road, which is a cool feature.
Nice.
Make sure you tighten your knobs. Don't get too crazy, just a little bit. That's good.
Okay.
Same thing over here. Tighten the knob. And now you're ready for travel.
Woohoo! Thank you so much.
My name is Joseph with Shade Pro. You can find us at shadepro.net and order some stuff and check us out.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.